Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Back to throw. Complete to Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here we go. 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield because I know that when I used to cover,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw over the middle, taken in. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Sam off.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. He got 29 yards that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. We're scoreless after one.
Hey, wahoo!
Now back to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up...
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Austin Safarian-Jenkins. 33 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it
it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop. 47's the mark, boys, 47. Check, 47.
2nd and 10. Caught by Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by at our limb. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, Haywood.
He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw here. And Ginn's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. They're going to look to throw, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 2nd and 3. Yeah, he's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. There's a quarterback sneak, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback taking it in, and the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This complete to Jones. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, as the first half is winding.